There's something brewing in Miami, something that might just shift the balance of how the Dolphins' offense operates. Everyone's been glued to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, their game-changing speed, their ability to turn a play on its head in a heartbeat. It's easy to forget that, and all that excitement, the Dolphins haven't really needed to lean on a tight end much. But, as we move into the third year of Mike McDaniel's tenure, that might be about to change. Last season, the Dolphins barely looked at their tight ends, just 52 targets all year. That was dead last in the league, with Durham Smythe sitting atop the depth chart. Now, though, with Jonnu Smith coming in from the Falcons and Julian Hill continuing to develop, there's a feeling that we might see a bit of a shift. The days of relying almost exclusively on Hill and Waddle might be behind us. It's not like the Dolphins have been heavy on tight ends in recent years. In fact, they've kind of just glanced over the position. But this year, heading into 2024, they've kept 4 tight ends on the roster. That's a bit of a change, isn't it? And among those 4, there's a name that stands out, Tanner Conner. He wasn't drafted, came in as a free agent out of Idaho State. Now, Idaho State isn't exactly known for churning out NFL stars, but Conner made his mark there in both football and track and field. That's right, this guy has the athletic chops to make you sit up and take notice. McDaniel sees something in Conner, something that maybe the rest of us haven't fully grasped yet. He was a position switch, he was a wide receiver that we moved to tight end and now owns the entire playbook, McDaniel said in a recent media session. It's not every day that you hear a coach talk about a player who can do it all, fullback, slot receiver, 2-minute drill, and not just do it all, but know it all. McDaniel didn't hold back on the praise, calling Conner one of the rare players he's come across in his career. Conner's journey hasn't been a smooth one, though. He was listed 4th on the depth chart, started out as a wide receiver and track athlete at Idaho State, and then found himself with the Dolphins as an undrafted free agent in 2022. But he made it, earned a spot on the 53-man roster for opening day. He got into 13 games before spending the 2023 season on Miami's practice squad. It's a bit of a roller coaster, isn't it? Despite that limited playing time, there's a sense of untapped potential in Conner. McDaniel seems to think so, anyway. There's nobody that has the rules of our offense and how to execute at every level down more than Tanner Conner does, McDaniel said. And that's not something you hear every day about a player who's seen as a bit of an afterthought on the roster. McDaniel's excited, and when a coach is excited about a player, you start to wonder what's cooking. So, what does this all mean for the Dolphins' offense? Could we be seeing a shift away from the Hill and Waddle show? Maybe not entirely, you don't just sideline talent like that, but there's a feeling that McDaniel's got some tricks up his sleeve. The addition of Jonnu Smith, the development of Julian Hill, and now this growing confidence in Tanner Conner, it all points to a more diverse offense, one that might just surprise us all.